Dude, we've been taking L's left and fucking right. Oh my gosh, dude. I took so many L's in the last like hour, dude. Don't even get me started. Dude, okay, so the amount of L's I just took. So I just went on a young adult trip thing, like a little retreat or whatever it's called. And I made a video on it. Really cool, blah, blah, blah. Right? And then my mom wanted to see it. My dad was there. Dude, it's always my dad giving me L's, dude. I take so many L's from. I gotta stop taking L's. We're gonna turn this franchise around, baby. We're gonna create a winning tradition. No, dude, the amount of L's taken. So the dude doesn't even turn it up, so you can't hear what's going on, right? And then the dialogue is important to what's happening, and because you can't hear the dialogue, it's like ow, So yeah, so there's a thing where like the dialogue was like we were talking about Ocean's 11, right? And I said Lyman Zerga, and then I put a Lyman Zerga thing in there, and he's like, dude, why'd you put that in? But he was talking when I was saying Lyman Zerga, and he didn't even hear it because it was too quiet. So he starts asking me all these stupid questions, and then he basically says it sucks. And I was like, dude, I didn't really want to even show it to you in the first place. I was just showing it to mom. It's like that's the thing. It's not the fact that he says it sucks. He doesn't have to like it, right? Just because I'm his child. But if you're gonna watch it, you know what I mean? Like I didn't ask him to watch it. He wanted to watch it, or maybe he didn't even want to watch it. Like my mom fucked up first because she made him interrupt a show for me to show her this, and I was like, you can't. I'm probably gonna talk to them tomorrow, not them, her tomorrow about that, because that wasn't fun. It wasn't. It wasn't fun. No, it wasn't. It wasn't fun. So I just took major L's, and I wanted to show him this video. He's like, "Oh, dude, that video's fake. I don't want to see it." I was like, "Well, even if you've already seen the video, it's video etiquette. Blah 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 blah." This was so spur of the moment because I was like, I will not take any more L's. You know what I mean? I will not take any more L's tonight. I really don't want to. Yet here we are taking more L's. Unbelievable. So funny thing, I figured out a way to do the mic right. So I have this little tripod for my phone, and I found a way to like balance the mic on it, and I can point it and stuff. So that's neat. So I can just like, point the mic at myself. So I guess that's a W. Yeah, that's a W. I completed the young adult one, and I made a mini edit. The main edit's 38 minutes, and the other edit is 2 minutes exactly. That reminds me, I can hear the clicking in my whatever you call it, and that's killing me a little bit, just a tad, because I was listening to there's an orientation for my school, and the ladies always narrate it, and they're reading off a script, which is fine. They don't need to go off the cuff. That's not their job. But they'll be like, "Welcome to insert school. It was the way to the way." It's kill me. I do. The mouth sounds make me so mad, dude. I want to kill somebody when I hear mouth sounds. Also, that was me making mouth sound. I went away from the mic. Like a good person, State Farm is there. Oh, can I mute this? Wait, what if I do this? Talking. Oh, and it just comes right back. Dude, every time I do mouth sounds, I'm just gonna. And then I'll be right back. That would be terrible because it cuts out the audio. Because you can hear my fan in the background. Because it's the middle of summer, and we're not about to be, doing that kind of thing. But that's okay. Did my phone just? Yeah, it did. I'm gonna put that on. Do not disturb, Mister. But the trip was great. Um, can't complain. The ride back was pretty shitty, but uh, yeah, I don't. It's yeah, the ride back kind of sucked because they were playing rap music, and uh, you should know I hate rap music. I really do. It's probably the worst thing I've ever heard. Besides maybe country. No, it's worse than country because country at least doesn't have to be super loud. Rap is just really, really loud, and it's not the greatest thing ever. But yeah, man. I'm almost done with the Yellowstone edit. That is getting there. I think I literally have to like watch one, just make sure it's still good. Just fix the stuff that's like, oh, that needs to be fixed. I added the Rubber Band Man part and the John Mayer Route 66 part with the credits. It's all just says title for the credits because I haven't, haven't done that yet. But that's okay. That's fine. That's fine. Because it doesn't need to be perfect. No, it doesn't. It doesn't need. I need to stop looking away from the microphone because that's not what I'm trying to do. You know, because I actually have a thing that like it's not like a headset thing. This thing right here. Yeah, that right there. My little headset thing. We've upgraded. So yeah, man, it's just not. I was having a good day, dude. I got out of work an hour early because I'm just that good. It's fantastic. It's great. It's phenomenal. I think I'm gonna start watching Breaking Bad and not The Boys because I've been seeing a bunch of Better Call Saul clips on there, and I'm like, oh, I gotta see this now. I gotta see it, man. So I think Breaking Bad's gonna be the move. Although I don't know if I don't know which streaming service it's on. I'll have to figure it out. I think it's on Netflix, which means I'm gonna be watching a lot of Netflix. I'm watching a lot of Netflix. Apparently, it's the greatest TV show of all time. So, I mean, that's worth at least a tiny binge, right? Right, man, it's worth a tiny binge. Um, oh, it is. I always record it so late. Oh, crazy thing. Guess what? Um, I don't have work tomorrow, and all the people are now at school. You know what that means. You don't know what that means, baby. Yes, it does. It means you can walk around the house naked. No, it means that I can record the podcast during the day again. Finally. Finally. The Super Bowl is starting. Um, I love that rock thing. Finally. But I got a new NATO strap for my watch. I guess that's pretty neat. I like it a lot. This is what it sounds like. Isn't that great? Big peek in the audio from that. It I know what a NATO strap is. I don't need to explain that to myself. But yeah, man, I've just been editing, just a lot of editing. I'm getting really quick actually at editing, which I'm glad about. This last leg of the Yellowstone trip was I hope you didn't hear that mouse sound. Was I got it done in like an hour? No, less literally like 30 to 40 minutes, and usually it takes forever, but I got fast because I don't know. I got a lot of practice with the 43-minute one. So, 38-minute one. It used to be 43 minutes. I cut it down a little bit. My only issue is that when I release it, it's not going to be a how loud is this if I go to something else? Oh, it's not that loud. Let me text Zach right now. Be like, "Hey, um I know it's not representative of the entire group, but okay. I dropped the microphone there. So it kind of it was like the loudest thing I've ever heard in my entire life. So that was pretty yeah. So there's going to be a cut That's fine. It doesn't have to be perfect, right? 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 It doesn't have to be perfect. You can be right. So, what was I saying? I did text Zach. I don't know if that was after or before. I dropped the mic like an idiot, but I texted him and yeah, because the video, I mean, for the people who hung out with me, there was a lot of them. But if you didn't hang out with me, I sucks to suck. I don't even know because I can't. I have really no resolution. Hopefully, he's like, "Oh, I get it, man. Like, they didn't hang out with you, so it sucks to be them." But yeah, I mean, could not tell you. Could not tell you what he's gonna think of that. He said he was gonna watch it tonight, but he hasn't texted me, and it's 11:38. Well, come on, dude. Come on. But that reminds me, last time, because it was going to be a short one on purpose, I did not talk about. I did not talk about the stupid thing that happened to me. There was this lady at work. She was she was part of the Celebrate Recovery thing, which is the like the self-help group. It's like Alcoholics Anonymous, but for every problem you could ever do in life, like there's legit a registered sex offender in there, which is great because now we got to put the kids like 300 yards away from where they meet. So whatever, it's fine. It's fine. It's all right. Anyway, there's this really old Asian lady in there. She's like 70, right? Really old, small Asian lady, and I'm Asian, and so she saw me and she's like, Asian person. They must like me because I am also Asian. Dude, I hate that shit so much. It's like it's the opposite of racism, but it still annoys me. You know what I mean? Like let me put it this way, right? Let me put it this way. When we put they don't like the P's. Every P is a B in radio. Let me put it this way. So if you're racist and you see a certain race that you don't like, you're like, I hate them. I'm gonna kill them or something, right? But if you're not racist and you see a certain race you really like the opposite of racist, like you really like certain races, you go to them like, oh, we're friends because we look the same. No, no, we're not. We're not friends at all. Why are we friends? Oh, because we look the same. Well, we've never met. You're from a different generation. Well, we look. No, 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 no. Anyway, she comes up to me. She's like, "Hey, how are you doing?" I was like, "Hello, how are you doing?" And then she goes into this thing, and then she starts asking me like where I'm from. I'm like, "Oh, I'm from Seoul, South Korea," right? And she's like, "Oh, yeah, blah 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 blah." She asked about my parents. I was like, "Oh, they're white," and she's like, "Oh, what? How is that possible?" I was like, "Well, I was adopted when I was 10 months old, so a baby." And she's like, "Oh, it must be weird, not speaking Korean anymore." What? What? Must be weird not speaking Korean anymore since you did when you were less than a year old. Do you know any baby that speaks anything at 10 months old? I wasn't 10 months old, was I? I think I was 5 months old, not even 10. I was 5 months old. Dude, do you know any 5-month old baby that can speak? What? This would this would have been like almost 20 years ago now that I would have maybe spoken it for 5 months because right when you come out of the womb you're just speaking right. And I was like, oh, miss, I was 5 months old when I left. She's like, oh, but yeah, it must be hard not speaking Korean. I was like, I was 5 months old. I was a baby. And she just could not wrap her head around it. She's like, oh, my sons speak Asian, speak Korean. I was like, well, yeah, did you raise in Korea? She's like, yeah. Well, I was like, well, I was raised by English speakers. She's like, well, you should still be able to speak Korean. I was like, I was 5 months old. Have you seen a 5 month old that doesn't say goo goo gaga? That's about it. That's all they got. They're a one word answer person. They're like the guy who says fuck all the time. It's like, oh, dude, this was fucking great. And like, I went to the fucking bar and got a fucking, dude, I was fucking like that. Fucking, they're like that, but they say goo goo gaga instead. Goo goo gaga, goo gaga, goo gaga, right? Freaking babies, dude. I hate babies. She could not wrap her head. Let me scooch in here. She could not She could not ratchet. She could not wrap her head around the fact that I could not speak Korean. Oh, that annoys me. That really does. Doesn't make. Ooh, you hear that? That was my neck. She doesn't. Dude, why? Why? I asked my parents about that, and they're like, "Yeah, we got the same thing." When we were like, literally, they saw us. We were like, we couldn't even move. We couldn't even crawl, dude. And they're like, "Oh, they speak Korean. Can they still speak Korean?" What? What? It's like the only like logical reason I can think of why people would just completely skip the "oh, babies can't talk" thing is like they just totally skip that part, and they're like, "Oh, it's an Asian person. I wonder if they speak Asian," and they forget that they're talking to a baby. I don't know. Maybe that's just me, but I'm under the general assumption that babies can't talk. Oh, is that weird? Is that oh well? I don't know what to tell you then, because baby squirrel, you ain't sexy. Um, that was a reference to Treasure, dude. I don't know. That was. Don't even get me started on that, dude. It was terrible. What a terrible. Now I can go on Twitter and be like, I feel offended. I am so sad. I was way away. But yeah, dude. Oh man, I'm in a bad mood. I am in a bad mood. How many times have I told you this? I got all the people at the young adult thing to go. My father was, my father. How did I do it? It's not about my father. How does he talk? Ladies and gentlemen, my father was a drinker, and he didn't like doing that much. No, he didn't like it at all. There it is. There you go. Because you kind of gotta get how's it going? Johnny Carson, man. The weird Johnny Carson voice, and then you just like go back, you pull it back, pull it back. You're the Elvis, pull it back. You get that Johnny Carson voice. You go the nozzle just a little bit less. There it is. And then you kind of gotta talk like Jeff Goldblum, and then you gotta talk like this. My father was a drinker, and he didn't like mommy interrupting his drinking. But, dude, who cares? Who cares, man? But I got them all saying that. It was a fun time. Joker memes. Ha ha ha. We are really struggling this week, man. Oh my god, we are struggling. Give me a talking point. Hey, Jamie, why don't you look that up? So I've been watching. There was no cut there. I'm just talking about. I've been watching Dragon Ball Super. I think I've talked about this before, but Dragon Ball Super is like the greatest thing ever. It's like the greatest thing ever, dude. Um, and I'm watching the entire season again, not just Tournament of Power. And I just got to Tournament of Power. I think I just got to the episode where Android 17 and Goku are gonna go kill a bunch of aliens. Yeah. Dude, I wish there was more death in that show. I really do. I feel like it's gotten to the point of like where Marvel has, where you can't kill people. you just gotta hurt him. Like the good guys, like don't kill him. We just want to hurt him. Mmm. Oh, dude, I hate it so much. I hate it so much. It's 11:48 and I still haven't worked out. Oh no. What are we gonna do about it? What are we gonna do when they come for you, bad boys, bad boys? But the point I was trying to make originally is that I hate my father. My father, I hate him so much. He took a knife to me and he said, "Why so serious? Why so serious?" And I told my father that my movie was good and he was gonna like it. And he better like it a lot. He better like it a lot. Because you gotta get the voice cracks. You gotta get the voice cracks in there. You could do the Mark Hamill. You know, my father was a drinker. He was a drinker. But like less sounding like a child. I don't let me try to do this again. I'm gonna step back from the mic. Lean back and try to do it. My father. This is just the Joker episode, evidently. How did Mark Hamill do it? Memories are quite unusual. They're quite unusual. I don't know. I feel like I have to yell. Let me get really close to the mic. I feel like I have to yell to do the Mark Hamill one, so we're not gonna do it right now. But that's okay. Dude, I should do ASMR with this mic. That'd be hilarious if I did that. I think it's time to whoa, if I like cup my hands around my mouth and if I do that. So this is like I'm doing that weird thing, try and go around my nose, and then if I take them away, this is what it sounds like. So there's a little bit of a difference. A little bit. I think we're gonna go to the uh the the dreaded podcast note page because that means that I've run out of talking points already. Already I've run out, dude. This is ridiculous. So okay. Oh, you hear that? It's my fan. What the heck? I don't know why it's so loud right now. Why is it so loud? Did I do something? Okay, whatever. So number oh one of the latest ones. Number 50. Did I turn this up a little bit? Do I need to turn it down? Let me turn it way down. Oh yeah. Oh, the AC turned on. That's what I'm hearing. It was the AC. Oh no. Oh no, it was the AC. Yes. Yes, it was the AC. I wonder how nice it was. Okay. So, there's this guy. His name is Bo. Oh, his name is Bo. I forgot about Bo till like just now. I need to remember Eli. He was a new guy at Young Adults. Because I'm making an effort now to remember names. But he was telling me I was making a joke to myself, and this is what I. He said if I talked louder, I would be so funny. Dude, if you just say the joke the loudest, you'd be the funniest person here. Bo's a cool guy. I like him a lot, even though I haven't met him that much. But that is some of the shittiest advice I've ever heard in my entire life about comedy. Oh, if you just loud equal funny, dude. Loud equal funny. I know he didn't mean it like that, but dude, the reason why it's funny is because only a couple people hear it. If I just said it really loud for the whole table to hear, it wouldn't be funny. Okay, that's just how it is. That's just how it is. That's just how it is, little boy. This is how it is. And you don't get to vote, then I'm gonna steal your dad's car. um, yeah. I mean, I was really rolling that night, making a lot of funny jokes because I'm so funny. Um, and he was like, "Dude, if you just talked a little louder," he didn't sound like. He's like, "Dude, if you just talked a little louder, you'd be so funny." I was like, That's why it is funny. Is because it's quiet. He said the quiet part out loud. Oh, whatever. Fucking idiot. Not Joe. Joe. Not Bo. The people who post those things. But I guess that means I can move it. Copy that. Now I can move it into the, where is it called? Trash bin for ideas. How big is this? This is pretty big. There, now it's in the trash bin for ideas. Very cool. It's out of the podcast one. I guess I can. Oh, the way I had written down for that stupid the old grandma Asian lady story. The way I had set that up, I said racism is bad, but it lacks common sense, but not in the normal way. I guess that's kind of funny, but I mean, this is, dude, I am struggling so hard this week to talk about anything. Usually I have a lot to talk about. It's fantastic. But this week I have not much to talk about because I am angry at my father. My father was never happy with anything I did. And that's why I killed him with a knife. Oh my gosh, someone's gonna find this and they're gonna be like, "Oh, that's why Ben killed his dad." And that totally makes sense now. He was been talking about it since 2022, dude. What the heck? I don't believe it. If that turns out to be true, I will find this podcast, and I will pull it up and be like, "I told you so. You just didn't. You didn't listen to my podcast. You should have listened to my. You should have watched my pilot. It would have been great." That dude, every movie. Oh, you didn't listen to my grand idea. I'm gonna come back in 20 years and kill you and all your family. Oh, that's like that aquatic cars guy in Tesla. This complete goober, right? Complete goober, incel. He has glasses, not an insult, and he has not long. It was like shoulder length, greasy hair, super skinny white guy. And he's like, when he has a super big lisp. When is Tesla gonna sell aquatic cars? I forget what he said. Um, Elon Musk didn't even understand him. His lisp was so strong. And then he said, aquatic cars. And Elon was like, "Oh, that's a dumb idea," but he said it in a nice way. And then there's another guy who came up to Elon Musk. I love this. I want to find it right now. This guy goes up to Elon Musk, and he's like, "You got to give me a chance." I'm sorry, you're not. Elon Musk panel. The guy who's like, guy wants to be CEO. Okay. Here it is. I found it. All right.
I've been asking to speak to you now for 2 years, to talk to you, to tell you that I'm also a super genius like yourself.
Okay.
I'm not sorry.
I'm not sure I'm one, but all right.
No, I'm sorry. I'm not. I'm just saying serious. This is to all benefit of Tesla shareholders in the world. I am a capitalist like yourself. I am also a level 2 stage. I've been waiting for 10 years now for someone to give me a second look, a full second look. And if they did, they would see a very advanced mind in front of them. So I'm asking you today, can you give me a second look?
Shouldn't work a guy.
I would like to come on board as vice chairman of Tesla.
We don't really have a vice chairman spot, but I'd have to say no. I'm probably sorry.
I'm sorry. I can also apply for a future CEO position, but I would at least I would like to come on the board of the directors. Just a quick follow-up.
All right. So that is a person who exists, right? He exists, and there are people out there like that. And I don't have a problem with him being like, "Hey, I'm really smart," Because some people are really smart, and he might be really smart because he doesn't understand social cues at all, right? But so he said he was a level 2 genius, whatever that means. He's putting numbers on stuff. So let's whittle this down right now. So this guy, he wants to be the chairman. He wants to be the chairman of Tesla. Not a problem. What a great aspiration. But Elon does not know this guy. And this guy does not know Elon. Well, he thinks he knows Elon. Right? So he goes up to Elon and he says, I know I'm explaining exactly what happened, but trust me, I'm going to explain it differently. And without this guy's. So Elon sees this guy. Right? It's just like, you don't ask something like that when you first meet somebody. Which is why people like asking, like going out to the bars and trying to get laid is kind of weird to me. That's like, you don't do that on the first time. You don't even know who they are. Right? But that guy goes up to him and he's like, hey, I want to be German and this. It's like, you don't ask that. Well, you can, but you work towards it. You don't just become it. Elon is one of the hardest working people probably ever. And this guy who has done no work at all to become chairman. It's like, oh, I'm just going to let you be chairman of Tesla. Why would he do that? Why? Why would he do that? It's just like, if you're smart, you should know why that's not okay. Right? That doesn't make sense to me. Why he wouldn't understand why that isn't a smart thing to do. Because he's like, surely, if he's smart, maybe he doesn't understand that's not the place to do it. That's fine. He doesn't understand social cues. But the guy is, if he's a level 2 genius, he should know that you can't just become that. You gotta work towards it, man. You gotta work towards it. Oh my gosh, it's just that he's an adult. That wasn't a kid. That was like a 38-year-old man, or 30. Looked like he was in his 30s. Like those people. Oh my gosh, dude. And then you have the What is a Woman documentary guy. It's just like, okay. All right. Matt Walsh. I have a fidget spinner right now. Matt Walsh, what a legend. Being like, hey, let me just ask people. All right, that reminds me. So there's this documentary out. It's called What is a Woman? And he goes around asking a bunch of leftists and conservative people the same question, what is a woman? And gets their take on it, because he's like, it's interesting that the two sides cannot agree on this simple, I'm gonna put this down, on this simple thing, which is kind of interesting. It's just showcase. And my mom listens to a podcast that I think is making her stupider. But that's fine. Not stupider, that don't imply that she's already dumb. That making her stupid. And they said that the guy on there was like, well, they didn't even like the point. Well, they didn't even. I feel like they weren't even asking or trying to figure out what a woman was. I was like, dude, do we need to explain the joke to you, buddy? The whole point is that they can't answer the question. That's the whole point. Is that the left cannot answer the question in a one word or one definition answer, where the right will say, oh, they don't have a penis and they have a vagina. Man, there must be a woman. Get in the kitchen and clean. Right? And the left is like, well, if they identify as a woman, then they're a woman. And he's like, well, who are they identifying as? Well, they're identifying as a woman. It's like, okay. When they identify as a woman, what does that mean? Well, it means they identify as a woman. It's a circular definition, right? That's a problem within itself. But I'm going to put this down on the floor. I'm going to take another drink. I'm a little retarded. And they were like, well, why? The podcast mom was listening to. They were like, well, they didn't even try to answer the question. What is a woman? I feel like that's not what it was about. It's like, well, that's not what it is about. Why are you... That's like going to a baseball game and being upset that or going to a football game and being upset that they use their hands, American football, being upset that they use their hands. It's like, well, that's not the point of the sport. Or being upset that people are trying to do it in less hits on golf. It's like, well, that's kind of the point, to do it in less hits. Why did they take more swings? That's not the point of the sport. The point of the sport is to take less swings. So the whole point of the documentary is to showcase that the left cannot answer the question and that the right can answer the question in a way that's, understandable. And yeah, like, they know what a woman is. They already know. That's not a question to the people who made it. They already know. They know what their answer is. They want to see what they want, and they already know what the left's answer is. They just want to show people what the left's answer is. And the people on the podcast were like, why won't they? I feel like they weren't trying to find out what a woman was. It's like they already know what it is. They know what a woman is. You have the Y chromosome, or only the X. I forget how it works. The male and female gametes. Right. Biology, the gametes, which are the reproductive cells of an organism. Yeah, I mean, people don't get the point. Like my father. It was funny because I can hear myself say it now. It's not just me saying it. I'm like saying it to myself because I had the headphones on. My father. And I said, what was I saying? Oh, okay. I was saying like why one. I'm editing two different videos. I was saying why the second video I started on is farther along than the other one is. I was like, yeah, well, the second one has way less narration points than the first one because I just haven't done any narration because I don't like to listen to my voice, even though that's exactly what I'm doing right now. Ouch. Ironic. And I was like, yeah, let me say exactly what I said. I said, my Yellowstone Part 2 is actually farther along than the first one because it has less narration points than the first one does, and I still have to do narration. And my dad's like, wait, why is the second one farther along? Well, it's because it has less narration points. Well, why does it have less narration points? It does. Oh my gosh, dude, that killed me. I literally just didn't even answer him until he asked again. So I was like, "Are you seriously asking me this?" Because he's smart enough to understand what I mean, but he just didn't listen. It's like, dude, if you didn't listen to the conversation, why are you having it? I'm trying to figure out a dumbed down version of this conversation and why it annoyed me. You'll be like, let's take the no, that the gender thing's too divisive. Be like, yeah, let's do this. Okay, so, and be like, this watch's diameter is 44. Wow, that's big. 40 millimeters, and that's why it's small enough to fit on my wrist. Why is it small enough to fit on your wrist? Because it's 40 millimeters. Like, I can fit. This door is 5 feet tall, and I crouched down to 3 feet tall, so I was able to get through the doorway. Well, how'd you get through the doorway? Because I crouched. You see what I'm definitely over explaining this, but I just really want to nail down how pissed. I don't know why that pissed. My father needs to stop pissing me off the way he does. He just gets to me like no one else. No one else. No one else gets to me like he does. And I think that's a problem. I'm going to move this closer to my mouth. No one gets to me like my father does. And I don't really know why he's the only one that gets to me. I already know he's the only one who can get to me, which is why he should be the only one that doesn't get to me, because he's the only one I know will get to me. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it makes me so mad, dude. Oh my gosh. My father is the reason I'm a murderer. He fucked me up. And I can't even tell him, because if I tell him that I'm being disrespectful, oh no, constructive criticism? No, you're just being an asshole. Oh. Whatever. Channeling my inner Jim Gaffiganery going on there. let's talk about something positive. My NATO strap. So, I have been wearing this little Casio here. The Casio Chrono Illuminator. It's red. It's got a rubber strap on it. Pretty cool. I like it a lot. It was a cheap watch. It was like $15. Fantastic, right? And I needed something for the winter. I was like, it's not winter. Like, I wasn't even planning on using it at work, but now I am. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna test out my NATO strap, right? To see how it stacks up to the heat. And what do you know? It works out better than my. I'm rubbing sweat off of it right now. Doing it not over my desk because I don't want to get sweat particles on my desk. But it's literally sweat. I'm rubbing off the plastic right now, rubber on my Casio watch. And dude, the NATO strap, I don't know if it soaks it up or like I just don't sweat in this one because it's like it's fiber. But dude, freaking legendary. I do not sweat in this strap. It's fantastic. Let me put down my watch so I can talk back into the mic again. But yeah, dude, let me not click. That was brutal. So we had to cut again. I forget how freaking sensitive this microphone is. Oh my. Reminder to not click my lips again. Or my teeth. Whatever I just did. That fucked the whole recording up. Yeah, let's not do that again. Wow. Okay. I totally lost I don't even know what I was talking about, dude. My NATO strap. Yes, I was talking about my NATO. So, fantastic strap. That's all I can say about it. It's just fantastic. It's the greatest thing ever. I got a fidget spinner I'm spinning around. Fantastic thing. Would recommend Bark and Jack. Bark and Jack. Bark and Jack. NATO straps. Fantastic. I got the black Broadway one. It's great. It's great. I liked it a lot. It was great. It's great, fantastic. I loved it. Loved it. It's good. It's good, man. It's good. But that does remind me. You know, that didn't remind me of anything. I was just using that as a filler statement instead of saying because I like to say not and you know. I've really cut back on saying you know. You know. I mean, like you know. You know. Now I might start saying it again because now it's in my lexicon. Once again, put down the fidget spinner. But yeah, dude. It is a good time to be alive because I can do this. I actually commented on one of my favorite podcasts. It's called About Effing Time, EFFING, and it's about watches. It's about time. It's about watches. And I left a comment on their thing, and I was like, wow, I'm surprised that didn't just shatter the microphone. I'm so happy that I live in a time where I can just go to YouTube and listen to an hour of people talk about what I want to hear. It's like, yeah, it's amazing. You didn't used to be able to do that, you know. And they're not dumb watch guys. Like one of them's freaking George Bamford, one of the leading watch people in the market. And then they liked it. The creators liked my comment, guys. My parasocial relationship. Yeah. Speaking of parasocial relationships, I have started listening to the Weekly Slap once again. Once again, I'm listening to Jay Schlatt talk for 10 minutes into a microphone. Like I'm doing. Except about 1/6 of what I'm doing. What is 1/6 of 100? Find out next on It's 15.667. Thank you very much. That's right. I'm just that good. I think it's 17.667. But it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. But I'm gonna not click the mic again. Cool. What was I gonna say? 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 Oh, I don't know. I think it's time to go back to the note page. I have this thing. This was a joke, but I think this is actually a really hot topic in the Christian community. It's number 50, and it says Christians are almost worse than normal sinners. They know that a God is watching and do all that shit anyway. Sinners can just be like, oh, sorry. Didn't think you were real. And that's kind of how it's going to be on this episode of Better Call Saul. That's the reason why I'm going to watch Breaking Bad, so I can watch Better Call Saul, because I watched the movie Nobody and it has Bob Odenkirk in it, so I was like, oh, dude, Bob Odenkirk's pretty cool, I want to watch him, and then a bunch of Bob Odenkirk stuff started showing up on my thing, and then the final season of Better Call Saul is coming out, so that's why I need to watch it so I don't get anything spoiled, because people are reacting to it, and so I had almost had nobody spoiled, because I thought the grandpa died, but it turns out he didn't die. The movie was titled Assassination Scene on YouTube, so I was like, oh, surely the grandpa died, so I was like, now I need to watch the movie with Bob Odenkirk in it, and because I needed to watch the movie with Bob Odenkirk in it, now YouTube thinks I love Bob Odenkirk, and now it has a ton of Better Call Saul stuff recommended, which means I need to watch it now so I don't get Better Call Saul spoiled for me, but I don't want to get that spoiled, so I need to watch Breaking Bad so I can get caught up on Better Call Saul. Does that make sense? But yeah, that's a really hot topic in the Christian world. Oh, the Christians sin, and they know they should sin. At least sinners are like, well, whoops. But I don't know where that bit could go. It doesn't. I mean, it does have a lot of potential. I feel like it's been done before, though. It's like, oh, you believe in God, but you still go to hell. Darn. But yeah, dude, um, I don't know. I have a really rocky relationship with the church. I'm not gonna lie. I'm extremely skeptical of everything. And they're like, oh, you can't be skeptical, man. You just gotta be with it. All right? You just gotta be with it. And I think it's weird that they don't like that I'm skeptical. You ever think about that? Like, oh, we don't like that you think outside the box with our religion. We don't like that. We really don't. If you think outside the box, we're gonna kill you. Right? That kind of shit. It's like, why can I think critically about this? And I get that sometimes you just can't think critically about God because he's God. It's like, well, he's up there and we can't explain him. There's Christianity for you. Oh, so I mean, I don't know. That is a little bit concerning. I would love to go to this thing there. It's called Apologia, and pretty much what it is let me move this. Pretty much what it is you bring your grievances about Christianity to the thing, and they all talk about it, and they try to answer best they can what's going on. And I have all the grievances in the world, but I always work on Thursdays, so I can't go. I would like to go sometime and be like, hey guys, so I hate God. No, something I think I would. I need to, dude. This is gonna freaking annoy me in post if I have to hear that. I'm gonna put it away. There, it's gone now. Forever. Forever gone. Just like my sanity. The S was not a good. That was not a good consonant to dwell on. I found out this kid named Raymond that I know. He's a freshman in college. I'm a sophomore, so therefore I am a god to him. Not really. It turns out he also really likes Boogie Woogie. Like, are you kidding me? That is the most obscure piano thing that kind of exists. I mean, like, dude, how do you know? I literally asked, like, dude, how do you... I'm not surprised that you can play it, because once you get the hang of it, I mean, you kind of only have to learn... You only have to learn one thing. You kind of have to learn one thing, and it's the left hand. You get the left hand down, you can play the thing, right? Dude, kid, you get the left hand down, you can just play it, alright? You can just play it, kid. Oh, really? You can play it? Yeah, dude, just get the left hand down, and then you'll be fine. That's all you gotta do. Oh, I'm doing it. I'm doing the left hand thing. Right? Dude, I don't know if that panning worked at all, but we'll find out. We'll find out. If I do... I don't even know. Let's see if I... because I can't tell what's actually my hand. Cause I gotta turn my headphones off. Yeah, I cannot tell if they understand Japan or not. Oh well. Oh well. That's fine. We don't need to understand anything. What was I even talking about? I was talking about Boogie Woogie. Yeah. So if you get the left hand down, it's there's two of them that are really big. There's the bum 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 bum, and you just do the 12-tone blues. 12-tone blues. 12 bar blues. And I just clicked it. Oh shit! I should not have done that. Hopefully that's not too loud. Yeah, you get that down. You know how to do it. I was like, dude, how do you know what that is? And there was a piano in Coronado, and I didn't even play it because I'm an idiot, and I'm still regretting not playing it. That would have been fantastic to have in my video because I'm a god. But it's fine. It's fine. I didn't need to have that in my video. I didn't need it. Just like Ray didn't need it either. It's fine. It's absolutely fine. No one needed it. Absolutely no one needed it. But it turns out Ray played the piano. Turns out Ray played the piano when he was there. He played some boogie woogie, and I wasn't with him. Dude, I could have been with him. I could have been with him, man. It would have been great. I would have had a good time. I would have enjoyed it a lot. Oh my gosh, dude. This honestly, this external microphone was a vice. It's gonna be a vice. I'm just gonna start crutching on the microphone gimmicks. I really am. That would not be optimal if you did that, sir. Oh really? It wouldn't be optimal. Fucking hell. There's a lot of language in this one, man. Oh, dude, but he's upset because his daddy made him mad. Whoa, your daddy made you mad? We don't like talking about daddy. Yeah, I don't really know what that was. Oh man, dude. I gotta get over my dad. I gotta get over my father because if I don't, it will never get. That would never get old. Oh my gosh. Oh, I gotta talk to somebody. Maybe a therapist. I gotta talk to somebody who knows how to get over their father. And someone who is also annoyed by their father and understand how to not be annoyed by that. You know what I mean? If they were not annoyed, I'm doing the thing that you do when you yell. Cup your hands around your mouth to project. So it probably sounds pretty weird. I was simply born in the dark. Yes, I was born in the dark. That was probably so much fun to listen to. Oh my gosh. I really need to stop it, but I'm trying to make it to an hour. I really am. Maybe I shouldn't make it 2 hours. Maybe that's not the right idea. I've made it to 55 minutes apparently, but I've had multiple cuts, so I don't know if that counts, dude. I don't know if that counts. I gotta make it to an hour. I gotta make it to an hour. Whatever it takes. Dude, we're gonna get there. Whatever it takes. Oh, I have this thing here. Alright, this is in defense of erotica, which is I don't even know like the correct if I'm saying this right, but I think it's like when you read porn as opposed to just like watching videos. Like 50 Shades of Ray. 50 Shades of Ray. Wow. Let's hope he doesn't hear this. 50 Shades of Grey, I think, would be erotica. And, like, Pornhub is just porn. Right? I don't know. Dude, I'm not into this. Dude, I promise me, dude. I mean, trust me. I don't read it. I'm just making a joke about it. Anyway. This is why erotica is, if someone reads erotica, that's good. Okay? Right, this is I think you'd start it out like, dude, okay, hear me out here. Erotica, if you find out someone's reading it, that's actually a good thing. And people are like, oh, why erotica, so gross. Hear me out. If they're a guy, they're either gay or they're smart. right? Because every guy is either currently watching porn or taking a break, right? No one truly stops because they're all horn dogs. And so the animals, they're just like, I gotta get off, I gotta watch it. Here's this fat stepsister, blah blah blah, right? And people in porn are never attractive. They always look so ugly, which is why I don't watch it, because I don't want to see ugly people. Which is why if a celebrity did it, I'd probably, unfortunately. Anyway, this isn't about me and my porn habits. What? Every guy is either watching it or taking a break. But only smart people have enough stamina and enough gall in their mind to read it. If you're reading it, you're in the long haul. I think they did an STD test on a library book of 50 Shades of Grey, and it was off the charts. People were just, while they're reading that book. And those are animals. Let me be 100% with you. Those are animals. As Judah Neiman would say, let me be 100p. 100p with you, ladies and gentlemen. Let me be 100%. You don't do that. But if you're just reading, dude, I'm a novel reader. Oh, what do you read? I read erotica. Dude, that would be a true porn person if they're like, dude, I don't read any books, but if I do, it's erotica. Let me tell you, that's what it is. But but why did it do? Okay, I'm getting upset now. We're gonna stop this because my ears just got assaulted by something. I didn't even do anything, dude. I Oh my gosh. But I said a thing. I see it doesn't peak the mic at all. Why did it? Fucking dude. Oh my gosh, it makes me so mad. You don't even know, dude. It makes me so mad. It really does. It makes me so mad. I get so mad about it. You don't even know, dude. You don't even know. Why is it going to the beginning? All right, this is just become a shit show. I'm trying to zoom in on my audio right now just so I can see it. So I can see it scroll. Yeah, so I can see it scroll. But, yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. I keep saying, dude, I'm not gonna lie, we were struggling this time. We were struggling big time. We really crutched on the mic. All the mic gimmicks. Yes, we did. We crutched quite a bit, but that's okay. We don't need to keep crutching, right? We can be actually entertaining next time. Maybe, perhaps. I mean, I started this one angry. I just did it because I was mad at my father. So I was really mad at my father. Let me tell you about my father. He makes me mad. And he makes me mad because I don't like him. My ear itches. He makes me mad. Okay, we're just going to stop now. All right, bye-bye.